welcome to another video of ToiletSeva App, in which I'll talk about another important feature, that is Add Toilet. This will be a video covering the basic add functionality. In the subsequent video, we'll be covering some advanced parts of add functionality. So without wasting any further time, let's quickly begin. After we log in, this is the landing page. I have explained many features of the landing page in the previous video about the search functionality. So if you have not watched that video, I recommend it to watch it to understand these features. Now let's say I want to add a toilet that's not there in this ToiletSeva app. Now what to do? For that, we have an option here of adding the toilet. If we see, I have highlighted this map like icon. So that is for adding a new toilet. So let me click on this. When I click on this, it redirects me to the add new place page. Now initially the first field is the name of the place. Now last week I visited Hotel Vaishali. So I need to add this Hotel Vaishali because it's not there in ToiletSeva app. So I'll type in the name of that hotel, Hotel Vaishali, and then I will select the address. So for selecting the address, this is the map icon which we see here. And when I click on that map icon, initially at the bottom hand side, we can see that that is the current address. That is my current address. So I'll need to input the location of that hotel. So the location of that hotel, if I type in Vaishali Hotel, that is the second option, FC Road, Ferguson College Road, and I'll confirm the location. Now after confirming, we see that the address location has been updated here. Now we see that there is a verify button which is here. Now the role of that verify button is to avoid redundant data or the redundant location to be entered. So if anybody has added Hotel Vaishali before and I am trying to add it again, and then when I click on verify button, that verification will fail. That is the role of this verify button. So I'll click on this verify button and it will be verified. Next thing we have is the selection of features. We see that there is an add feature button here. So for that, we'll select this add features. Now we see that there's a plethora of options which have been provided here, ranging from cost to transportation. Now for cost, in my case, it was customers only, since it is located in a restaurant. Next is type, which is private in my case. Next is access, for both ladies and gents, it was open. For the service, it was all. For style, it was western. Now comes the main part, that is the amenities. So what all amenities were there in that toilet? So for that thing, water supply was there, liquid soap was there. Then after liquid soap, toilet seat cover was not there. Then what else did we have? We had a wash basin. Then we had lights, we had mirror, and we had dustbin. After that comes the option of located, where the toilet was located. In my case, it was located in a restaurant. I'll select restaurant cafe. But if you can't find, you will have many options to choose from government building. Or if you don't find it here, maybe it can be in a store, it can be in a jewelry shop, or it can be in some religious place, in a bus stop, in a railway station, in a metro station. So all options are covered in this app. And after selecting the necessary options, I'll click on done. Now when I click on done, I see some options here which have been selected, but when I click on this show more, I see all the options which I have selected. Next up is the timings. So I click on this add timings. So what are the timings of that toilet? Now we see that instead of the usual time picker which is there in almost all the apps, here there is a unique feature of scroll bar. So you can scroll the bar from what time to what time. And at the top you can see there are three options: apply open time to all days, or apply is it closed, or lunch time. So these three options are there. Now in my case, this hotel was open on all days. And we can select the day basically on what day the hotel was open. Now in my case it was open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. So that was the timing which is there in that hotel. So I'll select 7 a.m. and to 11 p.m. and I'll say apply open time to all days. So we see that it has been, and we click on submit. Now we see here that the timings have been applied. Now the next thing is select affiliates. Now this select affiliates is not required right now. We can skip it right now. But if the user clicks on this by mistake, then nothing will happen. Next is the count basically of the toilets. So in my case it was 1 for ladies and 1 for gents, but we can increase or decrease accordingly. And next two things are phone number and website. Now this basically requires, it's optional actually, these two attributes. So if you know the phone number and website, you can put it up, but in my case I'm not aware of the phone number and website, so I'll skip it directly and I'll click on submit. And when I click, it says location added successfully, please allow up to 24 hours. But in most cases it takes a few minutes for that toilet to show up in this record. So let's wait for a few minutes. Welcome back. Now we had added basically Hotel Vaishali, and we need to check whether it's been added. Now for that there are two methods. First one is a long cut method, second is a shortcut. For long cut, I'll click on this search bar at the top and I will just type in the name of that location, Hotel Vaishali, that is on FC Road, and I'll confirm the location. After I confirm, the next thing we need to do is to select this sort by, which you see at the top, and I'll click on sort by and I'll sort by distance. So I'll click on this and I'll sort by distance. And after I click on sort by distance, I'll click on select. So that is the trick here. You need to sort it by distance and you need to first enter the location. So now you will see the newly added hotel which we added right now at the top. So right now you see I am searching that newly added hotel within 5 minutes, and we see at the top that Hotel Vaishali. If you see, we have this Hotel Vaishali which has been added right now just before 5 minutes. And there's shortcut method, second method, which I told you, right? So for that we need to click on this gear which we see at the top, this gear icon. And when I click on this gear icon, I need to go to my profile, and on my profile I need to select places added by me. And there I see we have this Hotel Vaishali which is seen at the top. So these are the two methods by which you can see the toilets which have been added by you, and that too within 5 minutes. So this is all from this video regarding the add functionality, basic add functionality. I hope you enjoyed it. In the next video we'll be looking at some advanced features of add functionality. Thanks all for watching.